Well, hello and welcome back. Tonight on the bench we have a Colts Patent Firearms Manufacturing Company brochure from January of 1898. Now, I've featured some of these on the channel before, and those were reproductions. This one has inside of it an original that has been salvaged from the scrap heap of history and laminated and bound into this book because it was in such poor shape. But these catalog videos have not been that popular. They have not got the views that I thought they might, but this particular catalog right here happens to have some handwriting in it for some parts that were ordered. Very similar catalog to the other two that I have highlighted. But what makes this interesting is it is a real original one, so it does appear slightly different. And then, of course, the writing that's on the inside. So let's go ahead and get started and take a look at this. You can see the original, you can see how this is laminated. I've turned off some of my lighting to hopefully get rid of the reflections so you can see this. Now, one of the viewers on one of the other catalogs videos commented how good these look on full screen. You can actually read them, so maybe some of you might be interested in putting your monitor on full screen. But anyway, we have here, you can see this font's a little bit different than what is, it's a little rougher, not as refined, but you can see the different addresses here, January 1898. So this puts us into a catalog that's 113 years old. And just here we have the selling points, and then some of the standard practices for shipping and prices. And here we get in and see the Colt factory there in that picture, and then we start to get into the different models. We have the new service double action revolver, and I'm going to go through these kind of quick, so if you want to stop and pause them, take a quick look and read these pages. They're interesting if you haven't seen them before. Now here we have a stamp for Harper and Reynolds Company, Universal Stoves and Ranges, Los Angeles, California. And then down here we have some writing, 6/20 to 27th of 03, a 6-inch 41 Colt blue for $4, and Chas Willets, send a card. So someone ordered one there. Here's the new pocket double action revolver, new police double action revolver, new police double action target revolver, and the double action Army and Frontier revolver. Now here, Mr. looks like Al Cummer, rubber stock, must have ordered one of those. And then over here, looks like somebody's signature down there, hard to tell. Double action revolver, one with ejector and one without ejector. These illustrations, I love these. Just really well done old hand illustrations. And then of course we have the cartridges that each pistol takes. And we'll move right on along here, and now we have the single action Army and Frontier revolver. Now whoever here, this is faded out too much to really read, but one pair rubber stocks in .44 caliber. And then we have, moving right along, we have the special target revolver, new Derringer pistol. Let's see here, component parts. So now we're into the parts list here, and interesting to read these, see all the little parts and the prices especially. And 2 cents, 12 cents, $3.50, I think the highest one over here. And then we have the new pocket, new police, and new police target double action revolvers parts list. component parts of the double action army revolver over here. And here we have somebody ordering some parts for a 38 double action. And here's 41 caliber. We have here 7 or 7.5 inch. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Just more parts, and here's names and price of component parts of revolvers. Here's the new Lightning magazine rifle in 22 caliber. And moving on, we have new Lightning magazine rifles in the 32, 38, and 44 calibers. And now we have a nice illustration that shows the directions for using to load and fire. Pretty interesting illustration here. A lot of information contained within these paragraphs. And here we have the component parts for the Lightning magazine rifles. So here we have illustrations and the components listed out there. Component parts again for the Lightning magazine rifle, and the prices again, just really cool to see. And then extras for Lightning magazine rifles. And ooh, here we go, fancy stock checkered pistol grip with nameplate, $15. Boy, that was expensive back then. And then we have here J.H. Barlow's patent ideal reloading implements for loading cartridges, Colts arms. Another very interesting little page there. Moving on, we have Colts Sights, made especially for Colts Lightning magazine rifles. And then we have Lyman sights over here on the other page. And then the new hammerless shotguns, 10 and 12 gauge. And boy, these were expensive. 80, 100, and 125 for the different prices there. Special guns to order, $150 to $300. Quite an expensive rifle back in the day. But look at the engraving they show on those. Imagine the man hours that must have taken to put some of those rifles, or excuse me, the shotguns together. Now let's see here, component parts of the hammerless shotguns and the price list, the name and price list here, and then of course the back cover here, all worn and showing signs of age. Excuse me. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video of this January 1898 Colts product brochure. But anyway, thanks for tuning in and watching, and have a great day.